Gay marriage is now the law of the land following an historic ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court.
A Michigan couple has been leading the way on the push for same-sex marriage since 2012, and today their prayers were answered in a 5-4 decision.
Here's what that ruling means. State bans on same-sex marriage like we have here in Michigan are now unconstitutional. That means anyone who refuses to grant marriage licenses to gay and lesbian couples is in violation of the Constitution.
Now, the ruling does not mean churches have to perform same-sex marriages. It does provide spouses in same-sex relationships the same benefits given to spouses in traditional marriages.
7 Action News reporter Kim Russell was with April DeBoer and Jane Rouse when the decision was read. And Kim, this is the culmination of a 3-year battle for these ladies.
What an honor to witness history as they learned what the Supreme Court decided. I'm live at Braun Court in Ann Arbor, and people soon learned that this is where April and Jane gathered to wait for the decision from the Supreme Court. A crowd soon gathered to support them, and now it's an all-out party. April DeBoer and Jane Rouse sat inside the Jim Toy Community Center this morning and watched the Supreme Court of the United States blog for word. Then it came.
None of us ever thought this day would come, at least not in our lifetime.
The Supreme Court ruled same-sex couples have the right to marry everywhere in the United States.
The U.S. Supreme Court.
Soon outside, champagne flowed. People partied.
You make us the brides.
And people got married. Ann Sorrell married Marge Eide.
And how long have you two been together?
Nearly 43 years.
43 years?
Yes.
And tell me what you're doing today.
Well, we're rushing into this impetuous move to get married.
Rushing right in after 43 years.
The 78-year-old and 77-year-old listened together to Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy as he issued the opinion that their more than 4-decade-long relationship deserves, quote, equal dignity under the law.
And he used the word dignity, and that was such a key word. That's what we want, dignity.
And our president is now our president, said, you know, love wins.
For Jane and April, who fought for this before the Supreme Court, it's not just about their love for each other, but the love of their kids. They sued because they want to make sure their kids are protected should something happen to one of them. It's a protection only marriage can give them.
We did this for selfish reasons. We didn't do this to change an entire country. We did it to protect our kids.
A historic celebration now turned into a wedding reception. I've seen so many people get engaged, get married, a lot of people having the time of their lives today. In the meantime, April and Jane say this is all about their kids. They want to know what will happen to them should something happen to one of them. Reporting live in Ann Arbor, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
And Kim, pretty amazing to think that we were the first station to carry their story long before this hit the Supreme Court, long ago.
We have covered their story since its inception when they first filed this lawsuit 4 years ago. 4 years they have been fighting this fight, and they say that they never thought that they would see this happen in their lifetime, and yet here it is.
Yeah, they also never thought it'd go all the way to the Supreme Court, right? But wow, what a fight it's been. Kim, thank you so much. 7 Action News.